We are so excited to be joined this morning by Desmond Bane on the road in Minnesota. Desmond, how cold is it in Minnesota?
Freezing. Every day you wake up, snow falling, snow on the ground. It's cold, that's for sure.
You missed the snow here in Memphis. You guys were gone. We had snow actually here in Memphis. It didn't stick like it does in Minnesota, though. It's gone now.
That's what I heard. I heard it's rare, too, so I'm sad I missed out on it.
Do you use those tunnels? Like, that's the only thing I ever remember about Minneapolis, that you don't have to go outside. You can just use the tunnels.
Yeah, with COVID and everything, we kind of been cooped up in the room, but from my room, I can see all the tunnels and stuff like that throughout the city.
Well, Desmond, we're really excited about having you on the show today. It's been a long time coming. And first, since you started out, you guys are on the road right now. And just throughout this whole entire time, the protocols have been changing. What has it been like, especially for someone, this is your rookie year, and I know things are a lot different than you probably would have expected it all to be.
Yeah, I mean, everything's happening fast for sure. Training camp was quick, and then we jumped right into preseason, and now, we're already 11 games in, and everything still feels new. So, everything's constantly changing. With the things I learned, with the protocols that come in place. So it's just a lot of learning on the fly right now.
For you, I mean, being 11 games into your rookie season, how are you confidence-wise? You came out the gate and you obviously weren't afraid to shoot. That's one of the reasons the Grizzlies traded up and took you in the draft, because they knew you could shoot. But as you kind of get your feet under you game after game, just how have you evaluated your own personal growth during this time?
I'm happy with the way the season's gone so far. Obviously, there's a lot of areas that I can improve on, and throughout my rookie year, I just want to be consistent. Consistency, I feel like is the key to a long NBA career, and especially early on, just be somebody that the team can count on. So that's an area that I want to continue to improve in and stay consistent.
Desmond, I think I talked to you kind of like towards earlier during the training camp process, and you said that one thing about it is that it hasn't been easy, that you're going back to your hotel, kind of like staying up late at night thinking like, oh, can I do this all? It was so much information. Now that you're 11 games in, do you kind of go home and now kind of just breathe a sigh of, relief?
No question. I mean, being out there in the NBA floor, winning games, being able to contribute and help the team is definitely been a breath of fresh air, been able to go home and relax a bit and kind of calm and ease my mind, get away from basketball a little bit. When everything was being thrown at me so fast, I just wanted to pick it up and learn everything so fast that, I was up late thinking about it. But now I got a better grasp and idea of things and concepts. So it's just much smoother for sure.
Since we last talked, you bought a house, right?
Yeah, I got a house. Yep.
Yeah. So, I mean, obviously being still relatively new to Memphis, but why was it important for you to lock that down and have a place? I know you liked the convenience of the Westin downtown because you could just go back and forth, but yeah. How has it been becoming a homeowner in Memphis?
No, I love it. I wanted to get into real estate, as early as I could. And, the place where I bought my home, it's a fast growing community and area. So I thought it was a perfect fit.
Oh, and Memphis is the best place to own a home. I also love real estate, so I love hearing that about you buying a place here in the city. And one time during a Zoom call, you talked about how going to the grocery store, that it's kind of like a great moment to be recognized. You have kids coming up to you, and just how much the city loves you. What has it been like just to be around and kind of like make Memphis home?
Yeah, I mean, it's been good. Before I even got my stuff in my house, my neighbors were coming over with fresh baked stuff and telling me how excited they were to have me in the neighborhood and things like that. So, Memphis has been very welcoming, not only the organization, but, the city as well.
And I know being out on the road right now, a road trip for you guys, 2 games in Minnesota, but you had the day off today, and you guys took some time to do something really special as a team. Can you kind of explain what you guys did out there today in Minnesota?
Yeah, it was a great moment, for myself. Obviously, it was hard to take in, but yeah, we got a chance to go to the George Floyd memorial. It was great. We got to learn a little bit about why the memorial. Well, not necessarily that memorial, but like the roundabout. There's a garden there with a fist that'll be put up. I think she said Monday was the day that it'll officially be up, but kind of talked about why it's an important area even before what happened with George Floyd. But everything that is over there is very very powerful, very, very powerful.
And when you think about, seeing that memorial leading up into a very, very special weekend across the country, MLK weekend, I know it's not, the MLK game that we want you to experience, but it's a time to remember Martin Luther King Jr.'s, his legacy. What do you hope that you want to kind of just gain from this weekend, especially during these times where it's different, but, it's a time to honor and celebrate?
No question. I mean, honor and celebrate and love on your loved ones, because at any moment things can change, things can be different. I'm extremely thankful for the position I'm in and the platform that I have to share, how I feel about these topics. And, that's kind of the things that I'll be doing throughout these next couple of days to kind of spread awareness and take in this weekend.
It's such a special weekend and just such a special experience with the Grizzlies. I'm excited for you to experience your first one. Before you guys get back home, you've been on this road trip for this amount of time. I know things are weird. You guys are stuck in your hotels. You really can't do much of anything. So how do you guys entertain yourselves on the road? Because you have to do something.
I'm a big phone guy. So, I mean, I call my family members, call my girl back home. I spend a lot of time on the phone, and then some of our teammates have their game systems with them, so we'll link up and play the game and do stuff like that. But between travel and games and practices and stuff, I spend a lot of time just resting and recovering my body.
Now, do you call any of the people that you graduated high school with? Because you're one of 20. And I don't think not everyone has gotten to experience being in a graduating class of 20. And so it's probably a lot easier to keep in touch with all of those 20 people.
Yeah, no question. It's different, graduating from that school, everybody's middle name, last name, their parents' name, what they do for a living. It's just a very, very tight-knit community. So, yeah, it's a different experience for sure.
Man, I graduated with like 300 people, and I don't think I could name 20 people of those 300. So that's a whole different world. Desmond, really quickly, I was going to say really quick before I let you go, obviously this has been a time period of a lot of adversity for this team. You don't have Ja. You haven't played with Jaren Jackson Jr. yet, but still waiting for him to make his return along with everyone else. But you guys have still managed to string together this 3-game win streak. What do you think has been just the ultimate key to you guys getting a couple W's in a row?
Resiliency. You can point to all the things that have gone wrong or haven't gone in our favor. But we find a way. Even dating back to the game last night. We didn't really make shots in the first half, first 3 quarters of the game, and come out and outscore our opponent by 21 points in the fourth quarter. So, just resiliency is huge with this group.
And this group will be back in action tonight against the Minnesota Timberwolves. It is game number 2 against them, and then it's a back-to-back coming right back here in Memphis on Saturday. Desmond, we hope that we get a chance to talk to you again. Thank you so much for joining us on Rise and Grind. Good luck tonight.
Thank you.